So, नमस्ते कौशिक जी अगेन कमिंग बैक टू दिस वेरी पॉडकास्ट. अब हम थोड़ा सा जानेंगे मुहूर्त के बारे में. सो वी जस्ट वांट टू नो व्हाट इज दिस राहु काल यमगंडा एंड एनी अदर मुहूर्त दैट यू want to highlight on.
In astrology, Muhurta plays a very important role. In fact, I would say that in a daily life also, uh, whatever important event which takes place in your life, generally Muhurta is actually determined. In Sanatana, generally you would find that these Muhurtas are actually consulted through Purohit, the house Purohit or the family Purohit actually gives a date.
So you mean to say all the good activity, I mean, जैसे शादी होती है या कोई नामकरण होता है, that is the time when we go to our family priest.
प्रीस्ट एंड जनरली उसी से लिया जाता है, लेकिन एक्चुअली आई वुड रिकमेंड दैट मे बी यू एक्चुअली टेक दोज डेट्स फ्रॉम दैट पर्सन, द फैमिली प्रीस्ट, एंड कम टू अ प्रोफेशनल एस्ट्रोलॉजर. So Muhurta plays an important role because, as you know, that all our life, actually speaking, is guided through the astral events or the cosmic events which is happening. So these cosmic events have a phenomenal impact on your life, because that each of these planets has its own motion. Today, the sun may be in a particular state, or the Saturn may be in a particular Rashi, and these have an impact. And these impact also has an impact on your own family members also. So when actually a muhurta is calculated, then generally the karta of the family is taken into consideration, then done. So that's briefly we can say that that's what muhurta is. And mind you, these muhurtas also has got significance, basically. Like for example, a muhurta for a home cannot be same for buying. Home buying cannot be same for a muhurta which is going to be for a car, because there is also a difference called the chara rashi or the chara nakshatra, and a thira nakshatra or a sthir rashi. Sthir means fixed. So a house is fixed, and a car is chara, movable. So that's how these kind of there are determinants which are very very different, and these cosmic activities have a phenomenal impact on the chain of events which is going to occur once you actually buy a particular thing or actually enter into a particular house.
So coming back to know more on this Muhurta, what do you mean? Of late, I have come across about Abhijita Muhurta. What is it? Can you throw more light on it?
Okay, so in a general life, if you see, there are you can classify a person's life in 4 or 5 categories. So one is that when the person is actually born, or before that there is going to be a marriage, before that there is going to be a thread ceremony, and before that something else happens. So these all these stage wise there are something which is going to happen, like shimandam is a very important event. So all these events which is happening in a particular person's life, over and above that, some additions and deletions which he makes in his life, like for example, as I told you just now, buying a particular property, or buying a car, or something is happening. So all these have a specific impact on an individual's life. So when these kind of important events are coming in, that particular point of time, you are supposed to actually consult an astrologer who can actually give you a date or selection. But now what has happened is that people are generally going digital, or seeing some Google, and then they are doing it basically. So that has tipped off a method called by default Muhurta, which is called Abhijita Muhurta. So this Abhijita Muhurta generally comes on a daily basis, and it is generally between around 12 o'clock to 12 to 1, or 12 to 1:30, like that you can keep it basically. But that on Wednesdays, when there is Rahu Kalam, that day this Abhijita Murtha is not there. So you can say that it's a default setting. Whenever you are not able to get a particular Muhurta, then you go ahead with the Abhijita Muhurta.
So you mean to say there is an Abhijita Muhurta on every day, like
Every day.
Monday to Sunday, except on Wednesday.
Wednesdays, yeah.
And this would be predominantly between 12:30 to 1. That is
Correct,
what.
correct.
So
12
all
to
those
1
who
on
wanted to
1:30.
know about Abhijita Muhurta, here you have an answer. And to have a precise Muhurta, you can connect to Pandit Kaushik Iyer, who is an astrologer and Vastu Shastra expert, and you can connect him on 95940 85000. That is his number. Namaste.